So right now we're walking in Soho on our way to Blue and Green, the destination, the prime destination for this week's video. I'm incredibly excited to be in New York right now, man. It's unbelievable to actually be in the city. Very different vibe, very different energy than Denver. I got my main Steez with me, per usual, you know what I mean? I always have to bring my partner in crime with me. She's just like my comfort, and I always gotta have her with me. It's pretty nice outside today, not gonna lie. When we came earlier to scout it out a bit, and it was like rainy that day. That day we got cronuts, and if I haven't shown you yet, I'll show you for sure. But today, like, I don't even know if I need the coat today. It's nice enough to just kind of stroll around with 1 or 2 layers on instead of 5 or 6. Look, you good, Lauren? I saw that.
Someone had a camera pointed up, so I was like,
oh, you were looking up? So they have some absolutely incredible brands here. Like I mentioned before, we came in from the likes of, we just talked about Capital to Oree, and we just talked about Sassafras and just so many others. It's definitely a destination when you come to New York, when you're in Soho. You don't really want to miss it. It's quite quaint. Obviously the vibes and the ambiance are 10 out of 10, like most storefronts should be that get the attention of Mr. Drew Joyner. But it's, man, I love how peaceful it is in here too. Like, you don't have to be, you know, bogged down by crazy amounts of, you know, little kids trying to get sneakers or whatever it may be. Like, there's definitely a community here for this style of clothing, but it's, you know, not just that, it's the quality, it's all the intangible aspects of the clothing that make it what it is as well. So Cal, talk to me about Sassafras again, man.
Sassafras is just I guess like a newer brand in like the past maybe 5 to 6 years, and it's all just based on like gardening.
Gardening, right? Oh yeah, gardening. I thought it was for some reason I thought grocery shopping, but yeah, gardening. Yeah. So gardening. So they make essentially gardening pieces, obviously, and they don't have social media or they don't have marketing or anything like that. Talk to me.
Right. They don't have a website. They just, you know, sell stuff straight through their stockists, and it's like very I guess limited across the world, like very certain stockists.
Very niche, yeah.
But they're known for their pockets. They'll have like lots of these pockets, which would be used for like shears and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's all based on just gardening and all of that stuff.
Which one? What's Sassafras piece is your favorite? This one right here? Because I think I saw you on Instagram wearing this one.
Yeah, that one. Or I really like these pants. We've got these really neat pockets.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about
like
these yesterday.
Wrap around.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the pocket wraps all the way around front to back.
And the wash is like really beautiful as well.
Yeah, it's very incredible.
Like, interesting color.
It's heavy too. I like that. Awesome, dude.
Or it's like they just love like the use of pockets, which is I think really interesting.
You can never have enough pockets.
Right?
You can never have enough pockets.
I feel like there's always a
use case, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys have been busy so far? A couple people already walked in.
Yeah, typically at like 12 we'll be a little busy.
Busier?
Just, like, people walking around running their errands want to stop by.
Yeah.
Or just like people who have been waiting, you know.
Do you guys have like regulars that come in or that kind of thing, or do you typically just get new faces all the time, or?
It's like a mix of both.
Yeah.
So we'll have like our, you know, regular customers that have been shopping here for like over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then like customers who just discovered us, who will come back, you know, every week. But yeah, lots of a mix, a big mixture, like new and old. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Lots of like tourists who like to come in, just because like this is the only store, so it's like, you know, when you're here, you have to come see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your outfit right now. The pants right now are drawing my eye. I keep looking down at you.
These are Capital Fleece pants.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then needle shoes.
You've been living in those, huh?
Yeah, these are my favorite pair of shoes, to be honest with you.
I feel like I saw you wearing them yesterday.
Yeah. No, I love these because it's like a 70, but like a upgraded version.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then a comb button up.
Oh my God, this is absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Just hit my hip.
And that's that's about it.
Comb button. Now what's underneath? Just like
a undershirt. Just like a little layering piece, so I don't freeze.
Very nice things, my friend. Very nice things. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Very clean. Very clean. Oh yeah. What about the rings too? I just saw your hands.
Just like a ring from like the 60s, I believe.
60s.
And then just like a present from my girlfriend.
You gotta love wifey's gifts, man.
Right?
You gotta love wifey's gifts.
Gotta wear them all the time too, right?
You gotta wear them. They aren't for sale. Never for sale, unless something happens.
Yeah, unless something comes up, you never know. But yeah.
How long you been here, man? How long you been working at Blue and Green?
About a little over like half a year, I'd say.
Half a year?
Yeah, maybe like 3/4 of a year.
And what were you doing before that?
Before that, I was just going to school, unemployed. Yeah, just getting used to
What were you going to school for?
Engineering.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were gonna be an engineer?
Yeah, so just finishing that out, and then I love clothes and art and stuff like that, so I have to dip my toes in another realm too.
So do you think that maybe there's still engineering in your cards? Obviously, you love the clothing. You're big on clothing.
Right.
But like Blue and Green, like long term. I mean, obviously you're here, like you love it. But I'm saying, like, what do you think your future holds?
You know, I've no idea.
No clue.
You never know what brings you.
Most of us have no idea.
But yeah, hopefully just continuing to progress. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty satisfied with the current things.
I love it, dude.
So.
I love it.
Yeah.
Your style is immaculate, kid.
I appreciate it, man. No, seriously.
Of course. I'm gonna keep looking around. You were talking about the mezzanine the other day too. So
yeah, the mezzanine.
You gotta talk to me about the mezzanine.
So up here is the mezzanine.
Cause not many stores have mezzanines.
Right.
And not many do it to the way you guys do it too. And it's changed from the last time I was here.
Yeah, totally different setup.
Yeah.
Matt and I did this. It was mostly Matt, I would say. Yeah, we have like some old Capital catalogs up here. All of the accessories like gloves, bracelet, necklace.
Oh my goodness.
And then of course the wonderful skating elbow
pads. I mean, that's a flex right there.
It is.
What are these also Capital as well?
Yeah, everything in the case is going to be done by Capital.
Done by Capital. Incredible. It's just a nice little cozy mezzanine vibe. And then you can overlook the entire shop from here, or this section of it.
Yeah, super nice view.
This section right here, I absolutely adore. Like the little elevated platform, music, chair, decor. Started. Where are you shirts from? I was gonna ask you too.
Solavare.
Those are the Solavare joints.
Yeah, I got them from Noah though. I don't know if it's a Noah collaboration, but I need to actually get cause I've heard floor manager, sales manager.
Yeah, I heard floor manager.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Everybody, what is your name and what is your role here at Blue and Green?
My name is Matthew, and I'm floor manager here.
Awesome, man. How long have you been working here? How long have you been here?
I've been here since May of 2019, so almost 3 years.
3 years, and how would you say your experience has been so far, man? It's 3 years, a long time.
Yeah, it's 3 years. It's been great because it was it started off as just a customer here
First time I ever came here was 2011 when I was visiting New York with my family.
Visiting from where?
New Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Originally from New Orleans.
You say from Louisiana?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, we visited here, and I think at the time I just heard about Blue and Green through like online forums and stuff, and I kind of wanted to see what it was. And at that time, it was just like a very small store. It's way smaller than it is now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool to have like that 180 moment where you're shopping here, then the next minute you're
3 years later, you
3 years later,
floor manager. That's
right,
crazy.
Right.
That's a great evolution. That's
right.
dope.
I also do music. I'm a musician, so
Incredible.
I love the fact that we kind of.
You seem like a musician.
Thank you. I like the fact that we kind of like go hand in hand with music. We have the vinyl here, we have the speakers here. Yeah, I feel like fashion and music kind of go hand in hand nowadays.
That's an art form for sure.
Exactly. So yeah, it's one of those jobs that kind of inspires me to do stuff outside of work with music. So yeah.
The shows.
Currently we carry Pure Blue Japan, who we have a really good relationship with. We were the first U.S. distributors for them, so we have a really good relationship. Oni. My favorite brand currently in the store is Full Count, just because it's very simple but very durable. It's really high quality but not too much going on. So my favorite jeans would be Full Count. I love Full Count. We have Sugar Cane, Capital, and we're expecting some engineered garments. We just started carrying Old Park, which is another great brand. A lot of repurposing fabrics and kind of minimizing waste in the areas that they can, while also making pieces like kind of one of one. So Old Park is really good for that.
Cool.
Yeah, those are some of like that's some of what you can expect at Blue and Green. Honestly, I think it's still somewhat developing. Like there are certain things that I'm like very comfortable in, but I try not to really get too caught up with just one thing. I like to like kind of experiment, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I think currently comfort, I'm really going for comfort.
Right.
So that's even like, $5 t-shirts and $5 or $10 pants, like whatever's comfortable for me. That's what I'm going for right now.
I like that.
But like I kind of like to switch it up pretty much every 3 months. So, ask me again in 3 months and
we'll see.
Maybe a different answer. Yeah.
Appreciate it so much.
Thank you, man.
It's for real. Got it. Sounds good. Perfect. Shout out to everybody over at Blue and Green. Fantastic crew over there. I ended up having a fantastic conversation with Matt, and then Cal was super dope as well. I broke my tripod in the process and cracked my phone, like all to just make better videos. Yeah. Well, earlier, yeah. It's kind of annoying. The fact that I cracked it. Really good experience. Nice dudes. I'm hungry. I need a new tripod. I need a new screen protector. At least I have a screen protector on my phone, so that's good. Anyways, it was a dope experience. The vibes right now in NYC are on point. Yeah. Let's do some more exploring. Yo, what is going on, everyone? We finally made it back to Denver, back in the studio, back in a place I call home. Thank you to everyone who supported the New York videos. It was a ball. It was so much fun to actually go out to see Blue and Green, record the shop, meet Matt, meet Cal, and do all those things there. I'm unbelievably thankful for you guys and for the team over at Blue and Green. Hopefully I go back to New York and this is just the beginning of videos and shops that I showcase in the city, and then once I do New York, I'll move on to other countries, other states, etc, etc. It's been a lot of fun making these videos for you guys so far. Now let's get into what maybe you've already skipped ahead to see, which is this moment right now, which are my pickups from January. Starting off, we have this absolutely incredible fleece coming from the brand and team over at Wun-off. Wun-off is a little known brand out of Canada that specializes in one-off pieces. I guess that's kind of in their name, but specializes in one-off pieces, and this one is no different. This fleece is called their day trading Polar Tech fleece and is obviously targeted at mimicking and spicing up the Patagonia workcore fleece aesthetic. There are so many features to this garment, I don't even know where to get started. From the detachable sleeves to the comic strip label, the mesh lining, and the pocket structure, this has instantly become my favorite and #1 fleece in my wardrobe. On body, it fits me very nicely. I stand at about 6'3" and weigh 195 pounds, and I have an extra large in this Polar Tech fleece. Wun-off is just another one of those very underground, low-key, if you know type brands that I absolutely love showcasing to you guys on the channel, because it's something that not a lot of people are talking about, and I myself just learned about it, and it might be my new favorite brand bubbling up right now. Shout out to the Wun-off team. Shout out to Kyron Warwick for thinking about me, because he worked on this project in particular, I believe so. I'm very, very thankful, and this is an incredible garment, an incredible item that I'm very excited to style in my wardrobe. Next, we have one of the highest quality footwear brands out now, Collegium. So recently Collegium did a collaboration with Discord, and I feel like it really speaks volumes to the relationship that Collegium and Discord both have. I was able to get my hands on both colorways, and before you start going crazy in the comments about how these are Jordan 1 dupes or how it's unoriginal, etc, and hating on the brand, let me talk to you about why this collaboration was so cool in my opinion. Yes, of course, Collegium Pillar Destroyer high tops are obviously inspired by the Jordan 1 silhouette, but what Collegium has done and continues to do with their high top Destroyer sneaker is leaps and bounds beyond what Jordan brand has done or will ever do, and they do it in such a cadence in their own way that it really, to me, feels like something that's very unique and very original in the way that they present their products and the quality of them. I was able to get both pairs for this collaboration, the black toe variant and kind of the lighter tone gray purple hit variant, and look at the quality of this leather. I mean, I press into it and it's literally the most qualitative, the highest quality leather of any shoe that I own currently. Maybe there's a couple that could give it its run for its money, but it's really up there in terms of types of leather that I felt. And when you look at these on feet, you can just tell that the quality is just unreal. Plus, the entire collaboration was done for the community. So the shoes were essentially free. They were a raffle giveaway that if you were a part of Collegium's Discord, all you had to do was interact within the Discord. You'd have a chance to win the sneakers, and if you won, you'd get them for free. There are very few brands that are making the effort to give back to the community in that way, and I know a lot of people have been throwing a lot of shade at Collegium in this collaboration right now, but I'm extremely proud of Nick for how far he's come, because I know, it's not easy to be a brand owner and try to create ideas and come up with different ideas and do it at a high level. So I'm extremely proud of that, and I'm also extremely proud of the fact that this is such a good quality product. These came in just in time for me. They're perfect for the springtime, and they help add a little bit of pop of color to any outfit. I feel like purple is a very underrated color in menswear as well, so extremely excited to try these out, wear these, and I know the quality's there, I know the comfort's there. So shout out to Collegium, shout out to Nick, and I really enjoy these. Next up, let's talk about headwear for a moment. I had 2 new hats come in from my people, my good people over at Open Bar Funeral. Brand run by both Tammy and Mark. Tammy May, I know is her last name. I don't know Mark's last name. Anyways, Mark the Shark, is that his last name? Anyways, these variants of hats are probably some of my favorite hats that are out right now. I love the shape. I love the concept behind Open Bar Funeral. I love the fact that they're adjustable in the back. They're just nice trucker hats that are perfect for almost any kind of time frame. I still wear trucker hats and still wear, like, baseball caps or these type of hats in the wintertime. This red one says, when I die, I want to open bar at my funeral so that we celebrate the life that we shared. And that's essentially the entire concept behind open bar funeral. It's about a celebration of life. Some people who've asked me, like, I've literally gone to like a basketball game and like, what is open bar funeral? Is it like a service? And like, no, it's about celebrating life. And I don't know, I got a lot of their hats, and I just wanted to add 2 more to the collection. So shout out to Tammy, shout out to Mark. They do fantastic work. I love supporting small brands. Like, that is my steez. I absolutely love it. And this is just another nice pickup for headwear. Should I do a hat collection video? Let me know. So continuing with headwear, we have 2 new balaclavas knitted by my grandma. No, I'm just kidding. These are actually from a brand called I Knit Handmade. They are a small Etsy store that hand knits all of the balaclavas that I have that look similar to this. And I made a TikTok and a reel about how my grandma made it, and I thought it was funny. And I feel kind of bad about it now because I don't want to deceive people. But the balaclavas that a lot of people seem to like that I have are from an Etsy shop called I Knit Handmade. I Knit Handmade. Sometimes I gotta talk slower. Sometimes I talk too fast. Of the 3 variants of balaclavas that I have 1 from Common Sweden, I have 1 from Verloop, and I have 3 from I Knit Handmade. The I Knit Handmade ones are probably my favorite as it relates to comfort. Maybe the Verloop is the most warm, but these are really, really cool. I like the aesthetic of them. They're 100% wool. They have a little bit of like a give to them because they're hand knit, so they're not like super pressed up against your face. And I love balaclavas for this time period right now, man. When it comes to winter accessories, I don't know if there's a better winter accessory at keeping your face, ears, neck, everything warm than a balaclava. When we were in New York, man, oh man, the days we had balaclavas on versus beanies, it was a night and day difference because your neck wasn't cold, your ears weren't cold. It was just so much nicer, and Lauren can also attest to that. These things are so functional. I love both colorways that I got. They're just gonna be staples for me for the winter time. Anytime I go to a cold place, we're hiking or skiing. I don't really ski, but like hiking, I kind of like going outside and walking around. So when it's like super cold, balaclava is gonna come in extremely clutch. They're just a A+ functionality headwear accessory. So the next 2 items are from creators that I look up to pretty prominently. They're both black men who have their own brands. One creates his own bit of content, and they are Devonte Ivory and Ray Mia respectively. And Ray, obviously Ray's name is used, I feel like, in almost every video. There's a 10% chance that someone's gonna talk about Ray Mia if you're watching a fashion YouTube video on the internet. That's the way I feel about it. He's like some kind of like godfather. I don't even know. Like he really he's really done a lot of great work. But let's start with Devonte Ivory. When I went out to New York, one of the things that I love doing is linking up with Devonte and hopefully Ray, and I love linking up with all sorts of people. And Devonte Ivory was kind enough to give me this friendship bracelet that he recently just came out with. His brand, Boy Blondie, has been around, I feel like 3 years now, or 2.5 years, and it is steadily growing year after year. He's a creator that, you know, I felt like when I started my brand, Edward Joyner, it was something that, you know, we could both bond over. I asked him to be on an article for Edward Joyner. Like, he was like the first featured article. It's kind of crazy how things like that happen. And fast forward to now, you know, we're friends. He's gifting me bracelets that are fantastic. I love this bracelet. It's like a tiger's eye. Just something that like is a commencement of our friendship. Very, very cool stuff from him. He's got more things on the way. His newest collection, I believe, is coming out in the next couple of days. So check that out if you're watching this and the time frame permits it. And if it's after the fact, go follow Boy Blondie on Instagram. Devonte does a lot of work. He works extremely hard, and he's on the come up. I'm very proud of him. It's another homie brand that I love supporting. If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Support your friends, support the homies, and this is an example of that. Next up, as you know, I've been living, or maybe you don't know, I've been living in the Oree infantry boots. These boots are absolutely my favorites. They're up there. I've been living in these boots, and when Ray decided to come out with his own 107.52 field pant, when I first saw the images, I was like, man, this hits crazy with the boots. I absolutely love this. And then he kind of talked, or the details of the pant came out, and there were all these features. Let me read them to you. Some of them were actually crazy. So they have a flare at the bottom organic plant dye is used to dye the actual pant, and the entire pant is made up of overrun fabric. So they have all these kind of sustainability checks. They've paired perfectly with the infantry boots, which are also by Oree, and it's just fantastic, man. I wear a size XL when it comes to these pants. I have not tried them on yet, and I'm assuming that they'll fit well. Obviously, like with YouTube Inception, we'll see how it goes. So a couple of things with this pant. This is Drew editing the video. Hello everyone. But when I look back on these pants, I feel like there is a slight gripe that I have with them, and it's no shade on Ray. But for me, I think I went with the wrong size. Size large is actually too short. You can tell that it has a flare at the bottom, but I want it to come down a little bit closer towards the bottom or the soft bed of my foot towards the ankle. You can see how they look with the boots on, and I'll kind of give you a comparison of another flared pair of pants that I have, the Levi's 517, but I think that these in particular just need to be a little bit bigger for myself. Around the waist, it's pretty good. Honestly, I would prefer if I could keep the same sizing on the waist. I'll kind of DM Ray and see what he says, because I think the waist is relatively good. Maybe it could be a little bit larger. I'm a 33 typically in a lot of pants that I wear, and size large fits from 33 to 34. I think it looks good, but like I said, the length is probably one of the biggest problems I always have with pants, is finding pants that have the proper length, because I have a little bit of a wonky body. I'm a little bit taller, my legs are a little bit longer than my torso, so I struggle with this. So I threw on a pair of 517s, Levi's 517s, and these are probably my favorite flared pair of pants that I own. These fit phenomenally. I typically wear a belt with these, and I love the way that they feel from the thigh to the waist all the way down. And you'll see in a second when I put the boots on, you'll see the difference in how it just drapes over the shoe so perfectly. And there it is. You can really see it. The difference is kind of night and day comparatively, in my opinion. The Oree pants, they are nice and they feel really good. They're lightweight, but I want the pants to fall that much lower on the boot. You know what I mean? I want it to kind of cover the boot to where it's like very distinguished, and you can really tell that it's a flared pant. This is definitely something to just keep in mind. Maybe if you're on the shorter side, you can just go true to size and you'll be fine. Match your perfect waist size with these pants. If you have a little bit of a longer body or abstract body, leg length or anything like that, maybe go up and see how you fare with these pants. Still a fantastic job with material composition and just the makeup of these pants. Just need to fix my sizing. So while we were in New York, I had a chance to visit a brand that I love working with in the past, and people that I feel like were so kind, and that brand is Krost New York, and the item that I'm going to talk about right now is the Krost New York baseball hoodie. So what I love about Krost is that with each collection, they typically donate to a different facet of New York, or helping New York City kids or underprivileged kids or kids that don't have food. They always donate a portion of their profit to different causes in the city. Now, the reason why this hoodie in particular stood out to me is I love the fact of how heavy it is. Like when you feel this hoodie in hand, it's like something really substantial, and I needed another kind of simple piece that would go with my New York outfits because I was freezing. I only brought like one coat and a couple of shirts, so I needed another kind of hoodie or some kind of layering piece, and that's why I ended up getting that. And you just can't go wrong with a black hoodie. You really can't. This is a size extra large, and it fits me really nicely. A bit oversized, but I kind of like the room in it. And like I said, it's just going to be a staple for my wardrobe. It's something that obviously hoodies just go with everything. They're nice. They throw them on when you're working inside the house, and then when you run out to get groceries or food, they're just a nice little thing to have to just throw on. And so Krost definitely is one of those brands that really does a good job at making sure their products are quality, and they have that added benefit of helping the community, which I love. So the last items I ended up picking up while I was in New York were actually 4 different variants of books. And if you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of manga and anime and just kind of Japanese video games, so whether that be Nintendo, Gameboy, things like that. And I picked up 4 books from this trip that I'm so excited about. The first book that I picked up was called Chainsawman, and it was actually recommended to me by Devontae Ivory. We hung out one day and we were just like looking through like different bookstores and things like that, and he recommended Chainsawman. I was like, all right, bet I'll pick it up. So off the strength of his word, I picked picked this up. I'm excited. He said once he started reading it, he couldn't put it down, so I'm excited to check it out. Next, I picked up 3 books at a store in Midtown Manhattan called Kinokuniya. And the first book I picked up was actually this kind of history book or like guide of the Game Boy. It just allows you to take a look back at what the Game Boy was like, its development, its different games, its different styles and things like that. And if you've been following along on TikTok, I'm a huge like Nintendo old school like Game Boy nerd. Like this kind of stuff like gets me very excited. It is all in Japanese, but I did not care at the time. I might learn a little bit of Japanese. I might need to get my Google Translate out. It does not matter to me. I'm super excited about these. The next book I picked up was called Prison School, and it's another manga that I have no idea about. I saw the initial cover and I was like, okay, this could be interesting, and as a result just picked it up. I know nothing about it. I want to see what it's about, and we'll see how it goes from there. Last but not least, also another one of my big all-time favorite things to do just to relax and enjoy myself is play video games. And one of the games I love to play is called Animal Crossing. It's a Nintendo game on the Nintendo Switch, and I, for whatever reason, was like, you know what, Animal Crossing's got a little book, like a little manga. I'm gonna check it out. My character is black, so I'm gonna need them to change the color of the characters on this front covers just so it can be appropriate. I'm just kidding. But I'm excited about all of these books and all of these pickups as well. It's been a great month in January. Nothing like to where I'm like, oh, like, you know, I need to buy all these things. I'm really liking how my wardrobe is kind of coming together, and more opportunities are coming, and with the YouTube and TikTok and everything, and with you guys watching, it's been really a fun beginning part of 2022. Let me know your favorite pickup for this month, and if you have any questions, leave those questions down in the comment section. I answer pretty much all of my comments if you leave a question, or you can DM me on Instagram at DrewJoyner_. I answer all of my DMs. Trust me, people wait like 3 or 4 days and they'll be like, Drew, I thought you answered all your DMs, and then I always pop up and answer them. So, and if you watched and enjoyed the first half of this video with Blue and Green, tell me, of the 2 people I talked to at Blue and Green, Matt and Cal, who had the better fit in your opinion. I would be curious to know what you guys think about their outfits. And as always, I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity in 2022. So that means I'm spreading peace, love, and positivity to you wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Abianto. Peace. What is good post vid? Here's a fist bump for 1 time take, man. Bop. Here's another one. You know we get down 2 times on them. Bop. Thank you guys so much for the support, all of your comments on what people are wearing in New York, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely plan to go back. When, I don't know. It could be sooner, it could be later. I don't know. I'm still deciding whether or not it was something that, you know, I need to take myself back out there for Fashion Week. I mean, maybe post vid. What should I do? But thank you guys so much for always being some of the best. You guys are like the best community I could ever ask for. The post vid. It's unbelievable. I have 2 questions for you guys. First question is, do you have a Valentine? I know some of y'all are high school, some of y'all are grown people, but do you have a Valentine? It could be a man, woman, partner, whatever it is. Do you have a Valentine? Let me know. That's the first question. Second question, it also is love and Valentine's themed. What do you plan to do for Valentine's Day? I need a little bit of help for my personal Valentine. Y'all know who it is. It's going to be Lauren, but let's keep it a secret, all right? What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I need some ideas, some inspiration that you guys are doing. I need to know. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Good night, good morning, good evening, whatever time frame it is. Good afternoon. Hopefully you have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Peace.